Welcome, and today we are going to make a unicorn burst tumbler. The only thing that you have missed is I spray painted the cup a solid white base all the way around. This is a 30-ounce handle tumbler from Mother Tumbler. I will link all of the products in the description of the video. We've got yellow, blue, and pink acrylic paints, and we'll also be using 3 separate paint brushes to paint the burst, for lack of a better term, all the way around. So make sure that you keep those 3 brushes separate and designated to each color. So again, we're just going to go in here with our yellow and paint it at a bit of an angle and alternate colors all the way around. Moving on to our next color, we're going to take our pink, and you're going to want to leave a small space between the 2 colors. It is okay if it touches or overlaps a bit because we will be blending them in a later step. And here I'm just switching paintbrushes because I decided that I did not like the original brush I used for pink. You want to make sure that you have a nice fine bristle brush to avoid brush strokes as much as possible. Then we will move on to our blue, and again, get it close to that first color. It is okay if it touches, but you do want to try to leave a little bit of space or butt it up right against that next color. And from here, you'll just repeat the process all the way around. You'll see we have come back to the handle side, and if you are using a cup with a handle, you want to continue the color pattern onto the handle as well to incorporate it as much into the design as you can. Okay, once you finish all the colors all the way around, you're going to designate one brush from each for the blending. So here I'm using my pink brush to blend the line between the pink and the blue, which creates this very nice purple tone. If your paint starts to dry up or is a little thin in a certain area, you can dab in a little of that previous color to help blend it. Next, I will be grabbing my blue brush to blend the spot between the blue and the yellow to create this gorgeous green shade. Again, as you're rotating around, if you find a spot to be too dry or if you overblend the areas, you can go back in with the original color to dab it in and lessen the blend. And lastly, we're going to grab our yellow brush and blend the space between the yellow and pink to create that gorgeous burnt orange color. Don't forget your details around the handle if you are using a handled cup. If you need to go back in and add or adjust any of your colors, now would be the time. Now that our center colors are done, we are going to do a light white spray painted burst across the top and the bottom of the cup just to slightly conceal those rough edges from the brush strokes. Here you will see where we have spray painted the top and the bottom white just to slightly conceal those brush strokes. It is okay if you can slightly see it because it will be concealed with the glitter in our next step. You do want to make sure that both the acrylic and the spray paint is completely dry before we move on to our next step, which is the tack it over and over method. We'll be using that to apply the glitter. Okay, so about an hour has passed. My paints are fully dry. I'm going to be using this large bristled brush to apply the Tack-it over and over directly to the cup. Some individuals will water the Tack-it adhesive down with water to a 50-50 ratio, but I prefer to use it straight from the bottle on the cup, so I only have to do one layer. You'll want to spread this as thinly as possible and try to avoid those brush strokes. It is okay if some brush strokes show through. It will be camouflaged with the glitter application. Once your cup is fully covered with the Tack-it, you will use your heat gun or hair dryer to essentially dry the adhesive. It will remain tacky. That is the effect we are going for with this in order to have the glitter adhere properly. So once our Tack-it is at the tacky stage, you're going to apply your holographic or cheat glitter directly to the cup. I'm using Unicorn Spit from glitterandstyle.com. I will link it in the comments as well. Some individuals like to press the glitter into the Tack-it directly with their fingers, or you can use like a cut off pool noodle. Personally, I don't mind getting my hands dirty, so that is what you see me doing here. The Tack-it method does use less glitter than adding it directly on top of or even mixed in with your epoxy, so it does save you product and essentially money as well. All right, once you have rubbed the glitter in across the entire cup, this is what it will look like. From here, you have the option to do a clear coat of spray paint if you choose, but it is not necessary. From here, I will go directly in with my first layer of epoxy, and then I will show you how I finish this off before further decorations or any graphics that you may want to add. Next up, after applying your epoxy, I do use this chunky holographic cheat glitter from the center of the burst and let it sprinkle out onto the tops and the bottoms of the cup, as you can see here. The glitter that I used for the chunky middle section is Twinkles, also from glitterandstyle.com. You can use promo code #BESTIE, BESTIE, for 20% off your order. And that is it. You will apply an additional 1 to 2 coats of epoxy on top of this layer. From there, you can leave it as is or apply any graphics or phrases, text, images, etc. that your customer may want. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.